Give you 5 tips when you're arriving at the seller's location, and you want to quickly run through to understand what's happening, whether that makes sense to you, right? Firstly, I would assume mostly you've seen the vehicle in the pictures. Just run through, see if there's any scratches of the vehicle, get a first impression, right? Open the doors, have a look, first impression, how does it feel? Then what you do, look on alloy wheels, right? Look on alloy wheels, how good they are. Depends on the age of the age and the mileage of the vehicle. You know, may apply logical sense. Have a look on a tire tread. You know, 1.6 is legal limit, and on this one is 5.9, right? So what you want 5 mils at least on a tire tread. You can use 20p coin. What I mean by that, you can have a look on the YouTube. 20p trick. Then next, have a look on the brake discs. You know, make sure they're not rusted. They make sure they're not corroded. The pads, you can see this side and between the disc. That's a friction material. Make sure they look good. You know. Then look on the fluid levels. You want to see, this is a fairly new vehicle. You want to see pink or blue or green, you know, depends on what color is the antifreeze. You want to see the brake fluid level. What you want to see, again, nice clean yellow type of liquid in there. Power steering fluids. You also want to see the levels. When you open it, when you check the levels, when you look inside, or you can get some paper, or you can drip it, you want to see nice clean fluid in it. If it says here green, it must be green, can't be red in there. Check accessory dry belt for any cracks. Check around engine for any leaks. While this is running, I'm scanning this vehicle. Also, you might not have the equipment to do that, but at least you can see some quick idea what's happening. You know, if everything looks nice and clean, you know, that means there are no leaks if you're looking around. You know, if something starts looking messy, the pipes are messy, or you can see some sort of wiring, be cautious what you're doing. You know, same as the tires, the pads, the discs, the interior. Check all the fluid levels. If something doesn't feel right for you, just get an expert, ask somebody who knows who can do it. It doesn't matter who it is, but at least somebody with mechanical experience and know what they're doing. You know, after the fluid levels, also make sure you check the oil level. And what you want to see as well, even if it's a diesel, on the new ones you will see nice clean fluid level, or the fluid itself. Make sure it's on the level. Now, what else can I give you as a tip where it makes? Look on a battery. How clean is the battery? The cleanliness, tidiness will roughly tell you how old is the battery. You know, the dirtier, the not cleaner, then maybe it's more likely to be unhealthy as well. These are just the logic things, you know. Look on the tires. As I run through with you for the front ones, I will just show you what's happening with the rear ones, because I still have to take the readings down on this vehicle. So we've got 6.8, 6.9. The back of the vehicle, discs are fairly wear and tear. The pads are 70-80% left on this vehicle. You know, check the other side of the tire. So we have 7, 6.9. Excellent. You know, when you're looking at a tire, make sure there's no surface cracks. You know, any surface cracks on the tires means the tire starts to deteriorating. You know, it's basically old and needs replacing. So yeah, that's about it. There were several things, 5 things, probably more than 5 things. The main thing is, how does it feel? Impression, who sells the vehicle, how they treat you, how they respond to your questions. Firstly on the phone, when you phone the seller, the vendor, you know, because you want to know, you give the money to the right person, and then you want to after service care, just in case something goes wrong. Obviously, no one wants something to go wrong with the vehicle, but it is just a box on wheels, and it tends to go wrong occasionally. But at least you want a friendly atmosphere, so you know you're welcome back. You know, so choose wisely, be smart, and make sure you give the money to the right people who deserve your money. You know, what service they're providing. Take care.